Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with a new series. It's a bit of a league series where I am going to be taking 20 episodes of this series, one for each Premier League team. Starting in order, so I'll be starting with Arsenal today. I'm going to be selling every single player on Arsenal's squad, and whatever team that player ends up going to, I am only allowed to sign a player from that team. So for example, say Aubameyang ends up going to Real Madrid, I have to sign somebody from Real Madrid to replace Aubameyang, and like so on. Obviously the amount of money that I have at the start is like dependent on what team I am. So obviously Arsenal should be easier to win, and should be easier to get better players because they've got more money, for example, than what Fulham would. But you should be able to make a decent squad out of the players you can get in. So basically I'm just going to go through the whole series. There's different ways of getting points towards the end of the season, and we'll see how they do. Okay, so this is how you score points. Your league position is your start number. You get a certain number of points, -3 for winning a cup, -2 for getting to a cup final, -1 for getting to a cup semi-final. And then if you win the European Cup, you get -5. If you get to the final, you get -2. If you have a player in your team become top league goal scorer, you get -5. And then for every player in your team that you get above 15 goals, above 15 assists, or your goalkeeper gets above 15 clean sheets, you get an extra -1. And this is golf rules, so you're trying to get the lowest number possible. So here, obviously Arsenal are quite a good side to begin with. They've got £70 million to begin with, a 515,000 budget, which is lovely. But then they've also got some very, very good players, which are all going to be listed up for sale. Or that can be anyway, and we're going to see where the offers come from and what players we're going to sign in to replace these players. Okay, so we've had the first two players sell. We've got David Luiz going to Atalanta, so I need to sign a player from Atalanta, and we've got William Saliba going to Monaco, so I've got to sign a player from Monaco. And then also this, I want to have a little show for you. Willian, offer from Burnley. They have offered me Ashley Barnes. Obviously Ashley Barnes probably not the sort of player that I want to sign from Burnley, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to negotiate, remove the player, and then put the money up and see if they accept. Basically this is what you do if you don't want the player they're trying to swap you, basically. Like, it's not a bad offer at all. Ashley Barnes is a good player, but I mean, let's put it up by 10 mil, so I think they'll still accept that. Oh, they've offered me Jack Cork now. I don't want Jack Cork at all. He's not the sort of player I want. So let's put it up to 25. I think that's acceptable. They've offered me Cork again. Let's put it up to 23.5 then. Come on, that's acceptable. There you go. So we've got 23.5 million coming in from Burnley potentially if it ends up going through. But first off, I need to sign some players from these teams, Monaco and Atalanta. Okay, so I found the two players I want. From Monaco, I'm going to go for this guy, Jonathan Bakali. Just because there's not really a player in Monaco's squad that is good enough, in my opinion, to fit into the Arsenal squad. So I'm going to hopefully not spend too much money on this guy and save money for elsewhere. And then for Atalanta, I'm going for Duvan Zapata, just for when Lacazette undoubtedly goes and Aubameyang goes. I think Zapata is going to be the sort of player that can really carry this team with the goal scoring. So I'm hoping I can get him as well. Okay, and here's the confirmation. I've got both the players in. I spent over the amount for Bakali. Definitely, I ended up paying 2 million for this guy. Not worth it at all, but I mean, Arsenal can probably afford that. And then Zapata, we ended up spending £44 million. So a nice big chunk of money for Zapata. But I think, as I said, I think he's going to be the man that's going to take us forward with a lot of goals. I'm hoping anyway. Okay, we've had two more sales. Mustafi's gone to West Ham, and Saka has gone to Napoli. So we need two. Okay, we've got our two signings in here. We've got Hirving Lozano in from Napoli as a replacement for Saka. Saka went to Napoli, Lozano came here. I think he could be quite good for me if I play three up front, which I plan on doing. And then we've got Lucas Fabianski from West Ham. Whether he be a backup keeper or our starting keeper, I don't really mind. Obviously, 35 years of age, so very old, but doesn't matter for this series as it's only one season. And we only paid £2.5 million for this man. He's very, very cheap. Lozano, on the other hand, was about 30 million, so a bit more for him, but Fabianski was lovely, lovely and cheap. So hopefully they can do jobs for me. Okay, there's the confirmation that Willian has gone to Burnley as well now, so it's time to get a Burnley player in. And we've made a signing from Burnley. James Tarkowski coming in for £23 million. 80 rated, hopefully going to sit in the centre of my defence. Would be very good there for me. Okay, we've had 3 more players sell. We've got Eddie Nketiah going to Lille. We've got Socrates going to Hoffenheim and Bellerin going to Piemonte Calcio, aka Juventus, which is going to be a great team to try and sign a player from. I don't know who I want yet, but there is plenty of options there to get a very, very good player in. So hopefully we can get one of them. Okay, I've made my 3 signings. I've gone for 2 very, very cheap, very, very not good players from Lille and Hoffenheim by the name of Utara and Philip. And then I've gone for a big name from Juventus, a big rating, but also a big age. However, as I say, when I signed like Fabianski, Chiellini being 35 years old does not matter for this series, as it's only one season. I think he's got one good season left in him at least. So he's going to be a massive, massive player to be sitting in the back line of my defence next to Tarkowski. So let's hope he can do well. Okay, we've got 3 more sales. We've got El Neni going to Villarreal. We've got Lacazette going to Liverpool. That's a massive, massive team to be getting a player from. And we've got Ozil going to Roma. So Roma, Villarreal and Liverpool we need signings from. Okay, we've made our 3 signings. We've got 2 huge ones with big, big money spent. But we've got Federico Fazio from Roma with not much money spent, about £2.5 million for him, I think. But he's going to be a decent backup. Obviously, aged a little bit high, but not a problem for this series. We've then got Danny Parejo, who we signed for £50 million for Villarreal. And then we've got Gini Wijnaldum as well for £40 million from Liverpool. So 90 million between these 2 players here, but I think these 2 are going to be the staples of my team. They're going to be straight in the middle of the park. They're going to be brilliant little players for me. I hope they'll do really, really well and live up to their price tags. Both nice 85 ratings, so nice high rated, lots of money spent, not much money left. It's the only problem now. So let's see who else we can sell. We've got 2 big sales. We've got Pepe going to Atalanta again for £37.5 million this time. So Atalanta, I'm going to have to try and find somebody else to sign from. And then Thomas Partey go to FC Barcelona. A massive team with massive players. I'm hoping I can get one of them in for £48 million. Okay, we've made our 2 signings. We've got a massive, massive player in, a position we desperately needed as well. Jordi Alba, the left back coming in from Barcelona to fill in that left back spot. Our defence looking very, very strong now after a few transfers. And then unfortunately that meant I had to go a little weaker from Atalanta. I've signed Amad Diallo Traore for about £1 million. So it's not a good player, not going to get in the team really, but Alba was worth it. I think it's going to be brilliant for me. 60 million we spent for this man, so 3 massive signings in a row there. Let's hope that them 3 can really pull together and get us some points in this series. Okay, and so we're in the Community Shield, and this is a competition that will not be counting towards the points system because it's only Arsenal and Liverpool that are in it, so therefore it'd be a bit unfair to count it. However, it's a good chance to see how good the team is that's lining up against a team like Liverpool. Hopefully we can get something out of this game. Let's quick sim it and have a look. Oh, we lost 2-1. That's not bad. I think Liverpool are probably going to be the main challengers in this, so I think that's pretty good to only lose by 1 goal to them. I'm not going to be simming all the games like that. I'm going to, as soon as we get past the deadline date, I'm going to be just straight simming all the way to January, to the next transfer window, to see how well we do without me. Basically, I'm not going to play any games. It's just a straight sim season. So let's see who's next to go. Okay, we've had 2 more sales. We've got Kolasinac going to Athletic Club Bilbao, and we've got Pablo Mari going to SC Freiburg. So 2 players coming in from them 2 teams. Okay, the next 2 players are in, and I noticed that my right back spot was becoming weaker and weaker and weaker. So I've signed 2 players for the right back position. We've got Oscar de Marcos from Athletic Club Bilbao for about, I think it was about 12 million, and then we've got Schmidt coming in from Freiburg for about 8.5, I think. So both these players should be very, very good. I'm hoping that they can either swap in or out, or Schmidt can come off the bench quite a lot and be really good from there. So okay, we're at the first game of the real Premier League season against Leeds United. This should realistically be an easy win for my team, but you never know with FIFA. Let's have a little look how we do. 2-1, not as easy as it looked, but Zapata getting a goal there and Aubameyang for me as well. Lovely to see. Okay, 2 more sales now. We've got Cedric going to Hertha Berlin, and a massive one. We've got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang leaving the club to go to Real Madrid. Massive team with massive players. Which one are we going to try and get? Let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just had our first over £100 million signing, and it's Eden Hazard from Real Madrid. Obviously in real life he's not doing well in this game. I think he'll be absolutely fantastic for us, and he's come in to replace Aubameyang, who's gone the other way. £105 million we spent on this man. He better do well for me, else I could be in trouble. And then we signed Maurice Kovic from Hertha Berlin for very, very cheap, because I had no money left basically, and still have no money left, so I'm basically hoping more people sell to teams where I can get relatively good players for not relatively much money. Okay, and we're into the second game in the league, and we're against Liverpool. Big test for my big team now coming in. Let's see if we can get something out of it this time, with a couple of new signings in the team since last we played them. Let's see how we can do. Oh, we get a draw, so the signings obviously are making a difference for me, but still not quite good enough to be beating Liverpool. And we're 3rd game into the season, and it's a massive game again. We've had Liverpool, and now we've got Chelsea. Eden Hazard taking on his old team. Let's see how he does against them. And we absolutely destroy them 3-1. Does Hazard get a goal? He does. Hazard scoring. And Zapata. And then Parejo. So Hazard doing very well against the old team. Lovely to see. 2 more sales now. We've got Wolves signing Callum Chambers, and we've got Real Sociedad signing Rob Holding. So 2 players in from those 2 teams, I think, is needed. These 2 teams, seeing as I don't have a lot of money anyway, I've decided to go for 2 very, very cheap players, 2 not so good players. Alcaine from Real Sociedad cost me about 300,000, and then Andreas Sodergaard, of course, it's got to be him. Cost me about 500,000. So not even $1 million between the 2, but it saved me some money for next time a big club comes in for a player of mine, so we shall see. Okay, and then 4th game into the season. So far so pretty good in the league. Let's see if we can carry that run going against Aston Villa. Oh, 2-2, not a great game for us there then. Hazard getting a goal again though. Oh, maybe 2. Hazard getting 2 goals, and then El Ghazi getting 2 for Aston Villa. So therefore they get the draw. Okay, not long left now. We are on deadline day, and we've had Martinelli sell to Crystal Palace, and we've had Granit Xhaka sell to Villarreal. So need to replace Xhaka really, because I think he's starting in my team. Okay, so the signings I've made, we've got Manu Trigueros from Villarreal, 79 rated. Hopefully he can come in and probably replace Xhaka in his role. Not as high rated as I actually thought. He cost me about 22 million, I think. And then Christian Benteke just as a nice cheap player from Crystal Palace. And this is it then, ladies and gentlemen. The transfer window is about to close. And it is closed. Transfer window's done. Why would you offer after the transfer window? I mean, Matt Macy could be going to FCSB or something, but I mean, I can't deal anything about that until next transfer window, which is what we're about to sim to right now. Let's sim our way through to January the 1st, and we'll see how the team gets on. Okay, as we're going in towards the end of the sim now, we have got a lot of wins on this page, you see right here, so I think we may be doing very, very well for ourselves. We'll have a little look in a moment. And it's January transfer window. Right, let's have a little look at everything going on here. This is what annoys me about this game. People offer for players outside the transfer window. It's never going to work. However, I'm going to have a quick look at what offers I got before looking at anything else at the moment. Oh, Reece Nelson's the only one currently going, and it's Lyon. So Lyon, good team. Hopefully can do well there. Let's see my team. How's it looking? Very good. Look at that. Lozano's gone up by 2. Chiellini has gone down a little bit, but I did expect that to happen. But this team looks very, very impressive. Everyone with the pluses. Love to see it. Oh, we've got a cup game first, and then we'll have a little look where we are in the league. Okay, then cup game, sorry, against Nottingham Forest. Can we get right through to the next round of the FA Cup? We can. 4-2, lovely win there for us. And now it's time to see whereabouts we are in the league. We are sat top of the table come January. That is absolutely fantastic going by us. Absolutely fantastic. That is better than I would have ever thought for the first episode especially. I thought Arsenal might be one of the harder teams, but they are sat top with the team I've created for them. Don't expect this every episode because it will not happen. Right, as you see there, Nelson has gone to Lyon, so time for me to sign somebody from Lyon. My signing from Lyon, it's Camillo. The 63 rated cam cost me just around $1 million, just over $1 million. So hopefully, I mean, he won't start, but hopefully my team can carry on at the sort of speed and pace they're going at to be top of that table. This very, very dull January transfer window has come almost to an end, but we've got one more offer. Emil Smith-Rowe has gone to Dortmund, so I have what is left of my transfer budget to splash out at Dortmund. I've got £20 million to spend at Dortmund. Let's see what I can get. And the final signing of the episode is in. We've got Thomas Delaney from Dortmund. Spent a whole budget on him. 81 rated CDM. Probably going to take the role of Ceballos in the middle, potentially. Although, is there really much point in changing a team that's winning the league at the moment? We'll have a look. We'll see. Then, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the transfer window and the end of all the transfer business for this first episode. Let me know right now where you think I'm going to finish in the table. Obviously, at the moment, sitting currently top. But put a little comment down below. Do you think we're going to fall off? Do you think we're going to win the league this year? Do you think Liverpool might overtake us because they're just a little bit behind us there? What do you think? And who do you think is going to be my top goal scorer? Let me know in the comments down below. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the season right now, and any of you that said we were going to finish top, you were bang on. Didn't slip off a tiny bit at all. 89 points in 38 games, 27 wins, 72 goals scored and 27 conceded as well. Very, very impressive stat line there. I can't actually believe we've won the league with the first team we've done this with. Arsenal could be a very hard team to beat in this. Okay, so we've seen their finish top, so they get the 1 point for that. Let's have a little look at the stat lines. So, who is my top goal scorer and who has scored more than 15 goals? Danny Parejo scored 23, and then Zapata and Hazard both scored 31 goals. That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. That means that we get -3 for 3 players scoring more than 15 goals. That is crazy. What about the assists? Who has made more than 15 assists? Only Danny Parejo, so that's -1 for the assists. And clean sheets, it's only the goalkeeper that counts for the clean sheets. So Leno has definitely kept more than 15 clean sheets. So that's another -1. Now, they're already doing ridiculously well, currently sat on -4. Let's see if we've won any cups and if we get top goal scorer. Did those 31 goals. Hazard's top goal scorer as well. That means it's another -5 for the top goal scorer. -9 now. That is crazy. Just cups now. How did we do? That one doesn't matter. The shield does not matter. We won the FA Cup, which is another -3, which means they're on -12. What about the Carabao Cup? Did we win that as well? No, we didn't even get to the final of that one, so that does not make a difference. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Europa League. Did we win the Europa League? We won the Europa League as well, which means we get another -5 points. We get, with Arsenal, -17 in the first episode. They're probably going to be top of this table come the end of it. Not going to lie. Don't see many other teams getting that far into the minuses. -17. And remember, this is golf scores, so -17 is very, very good. That is ridiculous. You want the lowest number possible, and -17 is by far a very low number. So that is it for the episode, guys. Thanks for watching this first episode of this new series, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.